Hello, hello, hello. I'm Marcia Bent from Think Premium JA. And today I wanted to start off by saying that, hey, your future self will thank you later. I discovered this image on LinkedIn recently and it really spoke with me, right? No, I'm gonna take off my glasses for this because it's clear. But you know, you're gonna get old anyway. Like we're all gonna get old, we're all gonna die. And you don't want at the end of your life that you just have a bunch of regrets. So since we're all gonna get old anyway, why not do something to make your life better like, for yourself in the next 5 years? No, I totally understand that it's hard right now. Understandably so. I mean, even as a business owner, there are many things that you go through that the average employed person will never, ever understand. And I totally get it. I mean, trust me, I'm an entrepreneur and yeah, I've also experienced quite a bit, to put it very mildly. Right? And it as much as it's very lonely and you do feel frantic in many cases, just understand that a decision to not do anything right now to improve your situation, it's not just irresponsible, it's foolish. And it's still a decision. Inactivity is still a choice, whether you choose to believe it or not. So, don't give up. Don't be passive in your life. Don't be passive in your business. As much as things aren't working right now, you know, your assets are frozen, but not your butt. Just keep working. Just keep pushing because it's through consistently working that you'll find answers. So keep making those phone calls. Keep doing those social media posts if you do your social media posts. Keep building the products or services for your clients. I mean, keep working on yourself. Keep serving your customers. Don't allow how long you think it will take to stop you from doing anything. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what you don't have as much as it's hard not to, because I mean, we all need light, water, and internet, right? But keep pushing. Just trust God and just keep pushing. Because at the end of the day, works is what allows your faith to be proven. So you have to be working while you have faith that God is going to work it out. You can't just throw up your hands in the air and say, okay, well, God, if this is your will, you'll figure it out and do nothing. Still do something. Still do something. But just trust that while you're working, God is working on your behalf to eliminate your problem. Your business, as TD Jakes said, is not to fix the storm. That's not your job. Your business is to survive the storm. So you need to survive what's happening. So you 5 years from now can benefit from the fact that you survived the storm. How you survive the storm? Okay, you need to make sure that you keep sowing something. You need to keep putting in your efforts to grow your business, to build out your business. Because at the end of the day, what you sow, you reap. So you actually need to sow something. You actually need to put in the work. So 5 years from now, you actually have a business because you were working, you have clients, you have transactions closing. If it's even going to take a long time, you still have transactions to look forward to. A transaction to look forward to is a lot better than nothing, even if it can't pay your bills for it. Because when you're going through your storm, God tends to use breadcrumb blessings. So you see little blessings here and there. Not enough to solve the big problem that you're dealing with, but you get the little blessings to keep getting. So you still have to keep pushing nonetheless, right? Does anybody remember the parable of the three servants, where the master went away to some distant land, and the three servants that he cared for very fondly, he gave them talents. So he gave the first servant 5,000 talents, the second servant got 2,000 talents, and the third servant got 1,000 talents. The servant with the 5,000 talents invested it and he got back 5,000 more talents. The servant that had 2,000 talents invested it, put it to good work, and also came back with an extra 2,000 talents. The servant that got 1,000 talents, he was so busy trying to impress his master that he was selfish and he never did anything with his talents. He just buried it until his master came back. So when the master came back, now the master was very pleased and he, congratulated the servant with 5,000 talents and the servant with 2,000 talents. The servant not only had 1,000 talents, according to, the story in Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30, he punished him by taking away all the talents that he gave him, gave it to the one that had 5,000 talents to begin with, and threw him out. It left you in poverty, and it's just a sign that if you choose to do nothing with the little that you have, not only will you lose the little that you have, you're going to lose it to somebody that already had more than you. So you right now, you're probably here struggling to pay your light bill or your phone bill or your water bill or your mortgage or your rent or whatever your situation is. You choosing to do nothing with your talent, you might lose everything to the person that have 5 times more than you. Because guess what? The person that owns the utility company most likely has way more than you do. I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah? That tends to be that tends to be the norm in most places, right? So you need to consistently be sowing something. You need to build an asset that's gonna take care of you and your family 5 years from now or in the future. Like build a business, build something to bring in income for yourself. Don't just rely on a 9 to 5. Don't just rely on what you're getting a salary for because at the end of the day, you have to sow something. There are many employees out there, and there are many employees that you're gonna come back and check them 5 years from now and they're in the same position, if not worse. As a testament of that same story of the three servants. It's a testament of that parable, right? Now, what this parable also highlights is that when you don't use opportunities that you have now, you're going to lose them in the future to other people that have it. So you need to appreciate what you have now will be better appreciated by somebody else. I don't care how small you think it is, there's somebody out there that's praying for what you're annoyed by. It could always be worse. Remember that. So whatever opportunities you have, use them to the fullest potential. What you think is not working to somebody else, that's not the case. You have to find ways to be resourceful. You have to find ways to solve your own problems. You have to fight for yourself because the world is not going to fight for you. That's your job. We were all born into this world. We're all responsible for our own healing. We're all responsible for our own futures. We're all responsible for seeking our own relationship with God or whatever your higher power is. That's your job. So do what you need to do. The future you is waiting on you. You need to take advantage of the talents, the gifts, and opportunities that you get now so that when you're ready to utilize those benefits or those fruits, they would have matured and they would have been ready for you to use. After all, I mean, the best time to dig a well is not when you're thirsty. The best time to dig a well is now so that it will have time to catch up enough water to actually quench your thirst when you're thirsty. Yeah? I mean, I've never dug a well a day in my life, but gee, even I know that, right? So you do want to make sure that you're investing in yourself, whatever little it is. Even sowing a seed and setting aside your money for your tithes, setting aside the little that you can to invest in your business, the little that you can, I don't care how small it is, makes a difference. They might draw for that same money later on, and at least you have something. Is it gonna be hard? Yeah, yeah, it is, man. It is. But if you want to expect the great blessings that you people have, because few people actually start businesses and succeed. You have to understand that you will be experiencing challenges that few people are willing to deal with. And I mean, yes, change is hard. The next 5 years of your business is going to be painful, to be blunt. Probably the hardest and loneliest time of your entire lives. But however, that's expected in your sense. I mean, the sowing seasons when the back-breaking toiling happens. That's when you're planting like multiple seeds in your field and not seeing anything right away. Okay, you know, when you plant a seed, you can't expect to reap it at the same time and get a fruit, like, or whatever it is that you planted. That's not how that works. So you have to wait. And that's okay too. So you just need to ensure that you sow as many seeds as you can and you water it diligently. Pour into those seeds. Even if it's a little to you, the fact that you consistently do it makes the world of difference that you could not even imagine. The harvest will come. The harvest always comes eventually. It always does. And you see those seeds that you planted, they're going to create a harvest that will blow your mind if you stick to it. So don't give up. Stick to your harvest. You in 5 years from now is gonna thank you for it. As a matter of fact, I bet when everything works out, God's willing, you're probably not even going to remember the extent of the pain that you experience now if you really stick to it. Because that whole imposter syndrome that you get when you earn things without working for it, that goes away when you actually do the work. So when you're on movers and shakers and you know you did the work to build your business, it's gonna be worth it. It is going to be worth it. You have to choose yourself. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me right there. Just a reminder, I do offer digital marketing services like social media marketing, email marketing, blogging, other forms of sales copywriting. I have 2 online courses, which the link will be shared below. I also do offer business consultation services for businesses to help them to close more sales and meet their strategic goals. So, yeah, reach out to me. And I also have an online store where I sell several products that you're likely to be running out of in the next 2 weeks anyway. So, feel free to reach out to me using the information shared below. Take care and remember to never stop dreaming. Bye bye.